Can you imagine the world without electronics? In this 21st century, every day we are dealing with electronic circuits and devices in some or the other forms because gadgets, home appliances, transportations, cell phone and etc. all have electronic components and devices. Today's world of electronics has made up deep inroads in several areas such as automobile, electronic project, healthcare, medical diagnosis, industry, and etc. This convinced everyone that without electronics, it is really impossible to work. Polytechnics is one of most reliable TVET institutions in Malaysia that produce employable graduates. Related to the current market demands, both in public and private sector, it requires skills in human relations as well as technical competence. Therefore, polytechnics responsible in produce graduates with emphasized creativity, innovative, has required skills and also towards entrepreneurship abilities, students to be competitive in the world of work. In Electrical Engineering Department at Polytechnic Kuala Terengganu, one of our mission is to produce excellent and knowledgeable students in electrical engineering field. Thus, we expose our students to be familiar with the electronic world. Here, students will be able to repair, do maintenance, even build electronic board and devices. In our practice at PKT, starting with the new electrical engineering students, we expose them to the broad field of electrical engineering, introducing basic concept of circuit and symbols and their applications. Besides of experiments based in practical device to reinforce basic concept, the use of circuit simulation tools for analysis and design also introduced. Conventionally, the class was held using chalk and talk. But in order to produce high technical skill worker, we instill the hands-on skills to the students not only in their practical class but also in their theory class, with the software and hardware contribute, and students also feel more enthusiastic during the class session. As the time being, the modern technology and software inspire learners to design and build the electronic gadget and devices in better way. We taught different kind of student every year, and we found that they have the same problem. They have difficulties to understand a certain concept in electronic subject. For example, software and hardware interfacing in embedded system applications. This is a very important for students to understand so they can realize their ideas in design and producing them as they want. Different device with the different applications. Once the student understand and know basically in designing the electronic board, they will find that electronic is a very enjoyable field to be explored. We introduce the multipurpose educational electronic board in our teaching and learning process for electronic courses such as digital electronic, electronic equipment repair, embedded system applications, and etc. Multipurpose educational electronic board, also known as Me2 board, has been designed for students to implement their knowledge in electronic field. In developing an electronic board, the process includes from drawing the schematics, designing the board, until writing the programming code according to the application needed. The skill gathered during the lesson will help students to generate more creative and innovative ideas. This generation of students can be encouraged to learn because of the technologies around. There are numbers of software can be used in drawing the schematic to visual the representation of a circuit. The rules, guidelines and suggestion for good schematic is discussed and Me to work as the guideline or example for these students. This is to show the students that they will placing all the components used into the board in a proper ways based on the purpose. Thus, this will inspire them to create or design a good and small board creatively. In addition, inside the manual of this trainer, there are design is provided for the students. Thus, they can use it to learn basic ways of etching and soldering process. With the small and various design provided, students can start the etching process, follows with drilling and soldering the PCB as their exercise, again and again until the best result is achieved. The skills and experiences will help the students to master the techniques in building the electronic board as well. This also will help lecturers to run the laboratory sessions smoothly. After the last part, which is soldering process is done, the board can be tested using main board in Me to board to see the output. From here, we realize the electronic is interesting subject to learn. Innovation is one of the most cited buzzwords in both academia and the business world. As a technology enabler, embedded systems provide vast opportunities for improving the performance of existing products and for developing entirely new products. The means brought by embedded systems include their abilities for low cost, miniaturized, and flexible computing, data storage, and communication. With or without we realize, we have dealing with many parts of devices or gadgets around us, such as ATM machine, finger tap attendance, etc., etc. And those things cannot exist without embedded system. Did you know what is embedded system is? An embedded system is some combination of computer hardware and software, either fixed in capability or programmable, that is specifically designed for a particular function. Embedded systems require industry and academia to create new competences, product architectures, supporting process, methods, and tools. And here, we dedicate our Me to board as teaching and learning in our electronic subjects as a fundamental to students to learn electronic and embedded system. Me to board is designed with multi-purpose output for the user. Thus, it works as a platform to generate new idea, which can lead to a new level of innovation and creativity. Then, the students will get a good impact as a skilled hands-on student, and also as an innovative graduates to fulfill the TVET's objective. As TVET has been regarded as the main road in providing highly skilled capital towards Malaysia Economic Transformation 2020. Academic background knowledge affects more than just school learning. It is also shown relation to occupation and status in life. Therefore, it is important for us as an educator to equip our students with a solid background of knowledge in their field. This will help students to have their own independence in creating and producing their own ideas for their final year project. In Electrical Engineering Department at PKT, we have implemented this trainer for a few semesters, and it shows that the students gain exposure to the customizable features of the software to build an efficient and integrated design. Here is some of the potential final year project that has been produced from our students. The value is not only measured in the product or project implemented by them, but the skills and knowledge that they gather along the process is the main impact that we as an educators goals. I'm Nofirdaus from Polytechnic Kuala Terengganu, and thank you for watching.